Good morning, friends, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing episode 1 of Fallout New Vegas Let's Play. Bear with me if I sound a little bored. This is my 4th attempt at recording this stupid video. The first time I tried to fix the mic and messed it all up, and then the second time I didn't have the video in the right format to edit, and then the third time something else happened. I think the video recording software was in the wrong integrated graphics or something. Anyway, point being, 4th time's a charm, right? That's why we have 4-leaf clovers. So today we're just going to go through the intro. There's this video to watch that kind of sets the stage for everything. We're going to make our character, and then we're going to get some caps by selling to Chet at the general store. And that's what we're going to do. So enjoy.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. but I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
All right, let's get into this. I have several extensions, so these messages are gonna pop up for a while.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Alright, so I said this in a previous Let's Play, but I use the name Lovely if I can, just because that's an old username from when I played Second Life ages ago, and I like to use it.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Alright, so we're gonna go female. I like the default female. I like her hairstyle. We are gonna change her hair color to a dark red, just because that's something I personally have always wanted to do, but never really had the guts to do it. Right, done. Yes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay, no sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Let's see, we do want some strength. We want charisma for sure. I like the idea of getting intelligence. Let's go ahead and do that one. And we'll get points to use and put towards each of those things later as we level up as well, so I'm not too worried.
That's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a big one and dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Doc.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
All right.
Dog.
Feed.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Dream.
Bandit.
Swiss.
Light.
Oh, wanted Swiss cheese, but I clicked favorize. Whoops. Inspiration.
Mother.
Caretaker.
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Agree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
No opinion.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Strongly disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Chemical reaction.
Okay. How about this one?
I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like. Well, that person must have a vivid imagination. A ship at sea is what I see.
Last one.
Bearded man.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
So, I'm going... Sneak is a really good thing to have, but I'm going to put that towards speech, because we're going to have to convince some people of some things. I'm going to put the science one towards explosives, because we will also need that. And then melee, I'm gonna put toward guns because I fight from a distance.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Alright, so I know I do want trigger discipline, because while using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but you are 20% more accurate. The rest of these have less payout than they have consequences, really. So I feel like I don't want to use my trait point here towards any of these. I wonder if it'll save it. I don't know. We'll find out.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Alright, we're not leaving yet, Doc. So, Doc Mitchell's house is kind of designed to be looted. Normally, if you're not supposed to take something, your cursor will turn red and you'll lose fame or reputation. But I think you're supposed to take his stuff because you'll need to get caps before you leave Goodsprings. And granted, most of these things don't sell for very much, but it does add up pretty good. So, we're gonna take what we can, because we can. Yes, I know. Follow Doc Mitchell to the exit. Especially these burned books. They go for like half a cap each. Let's see what's in this. Ooh. You do want to keep caps and bobby pins. Bobby pins are what we use to pick locks later on. Bottle caps are the currency. And as you drink Nuka-Colas and drinks like that, you'll get the bottle caps from those as well. There's nothing in there. There is something on top, though. Take the knife. Take the rounds. We need rounds for sure. Oh, there was purified water in that one. It's rare. Alright, let's go into the kitchen and take everything we can here. Come on. So let's see how much room we have left. Oh, we have plenty of room left. So let's go get the two things that are here in the bathroom. And what's in the bedroom? We have a chessboard and tons more books. And is there anything in here? Nope. Sometimes there is, sometimes there is not. And cigarettes. Okay. that is pretty much it. I mean, there's some stuff in here, but we don't want to take too much because Doc Mitchell's going to give us some more stuff, so we'll come back for the rest.
Here, these are yours. It was all you had when you was... I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin, but it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. It was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
We do not want to play in hardcore mode. Alright. Oops. Well, we don't want to play in that view, I don't think. At least I'm no good with that. I know some people like it, but I don't. Alright, this is also part of the expansions, I believe. Too concerned with those right now. There's Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Do you know who those men were who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How did you end up in Good Springs?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Goodbye.
Happy trails!
Alright, let's go sell our extra stuff to Chet at the Good Springs store. More expansion stuff. You can pick buffalo gourd seeds from the ground, basically. And they help with health if you're running low. Good Springs General Store. Let's go. Okay, thanks. Okay. Hey there, Chet.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Show me what you have for sale.
Can do.
Alright, we're gonna sell stuff and then look at ammo, because we'll need it. Okay, we don't want to sell any of our armor either. The aid that we do want to sell is going to have rads. So, like the cram has rads, dirty water has rads, iguana on a stick has rads, junk food, pork and beans. We want to keep the purified water. That is important to keep. Pretty sure that's a chem. We want to keep stim packs. Sugar bombs can go. Super stim packs need to stay. Weapon repair kit needs to stay. Miscellaneous. Okay. We don't need a Braxo cleaner, ashtrays, baseballs, or gloves. We need to keep the bobby pins. We don't need the detergent, the camera, the cigarettes, chessboard, coffee mugs, coffee pot cup. Really don't need any of this stuff. I'm sure we can use the empty syringes for, I don't know, crafting stuff later on, but that's not usually part of the game that I play. Maybe later. We do want to keep the pressure cooker. I believe we use that at the Air Force Base later on. We want to keep the canteen as well. But let's see what kind of ammo got. I don't see any 10, so let's go ahead. Actually, let's go ahead and buy all that. And also the hollow point. And those two, why not? Okay, that's all we can get. Let's go back
Pleasure doing business with you.
to Doc Mitchell's. Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
I'd like to know more about Mr. House.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Let's see about that. Anything else you can tell me about Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Goodbye.
Take it easy now.
Don't worry, chat. I'll be back. Alright, we're going back to Doc Mitchell's. We're going back to Doc Mitchell's. Alright, so I think we've just got a hat. This room to grab stuff out of. A lot of the stuff is really useful too, so. Okay. I'm sorry I'm taking your stuff, but you're just kind of letting me, so I don't really feel that bad. Thalmoscope. So we can't fix that submachine gun yet. We don't have enough of a high enough repair thing. We can get the Sunset Sarsaparilla. And also, this is a chemistry table we can use later as well once we get a science level of 25 or greater. But I think that's all we can grab, so let's go back to Chet. And I don't know, I don't think there's... Oh. There's tons of stuff in there. Okay, last time there was nothing in there. Now that I've recorded this 4 times. I don't think we can... Nope. See, when the cursor turns red like that, that means you'll lose reputation and favor with the community if you do this action. So if I open the crate, they're like me a lot less. And I want to be on Goodsprings' good side.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Show me what you have for sale.
Can do.
Alright, so we've got more stuff. We did grab that hat. We want the reading glasses, I think. Let's see, I don't think... No, there's nothing in here that we don't want. So, ashtray, glove, we want to keep the bobby pins. These aren't worth anything, but they're just taking up space, so I don't really want them anyway. I want to keep the hot plates. Okay. And that should be it. So we've got a total of 37 caps. That didn't sound sarcastic at all, Chet. Jeez.
Take it easy now.
My goodness. Thanks. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave it here. Next video we'll get with Sunny Smiles and go out target practicing and getting us some geckos. Until then, if you liked this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to see something different, or if you'd like me to continue recording these videos, leave a comment. I do a lot of Sims 4 content. I also have a few Let's Plays up of Fallout Shelter and Seeker's Notes Hidden Mystery, so check those out if you're interested. Otherwise, follow me on Tumblr and Instagram. If you search The Busy Simmer, I'll show up on both of those. On Instagram, you'll have to put an underscore between each of the words, so it's the_busy_simmer. But I'd love to have you guys follow me. And until next time, happy gaming!